Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary, dealing again with the Willgate slap situation. My other two videos, I ranted. I got that out of my system. Thank you for allowing me to get that out of my system. Now, I would like to take this a step further. People's perception, the world perception, because now the world is weighing in. And will you most definitely tarnished your brand, as I said in the previous video, and you most definitely tarnished your image. Most of all, you made us look bad. You set us back. And I'm only speaking of you, I'm not speaking of Jada, because my feelings are quite I put it out there in the video, my previous videos, how I feel about her. But you took us back at least 2 to 3 scores. I'm just saying. But however, don't take my word for it. Let the newspapers and the videos speak for itself. Don't believe me. Just a Big Girl Diary. Just like I said in the previous video that Will Smith hurt his brand, he really, really damaged himself. Now, I stated that Will was going to have backlash. The world was going to view him differently. Now, the world reacts to Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars after a joke about his wife. Now, let's take a look at this. Millions of viewers around the world were left in shock as Will Smith marched up the stage to slap Chris Rock after he made a joke saying Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, looked like G.I. Jane. The majority of the opinions on the internet have slammed Smith's outburst, saying it was out of line and that he should be stripped of his Oscar. Just like I said in the previous video, he, he it would take him a long time to be able to recover from this. Very, very long time. And let's go down to, wow. How was Will Smith not removed from the ceremony? How does he assault someone on stage, on camera, no consequences? Chris Rock deserved the Oscar for how he handled the situation. Very true. Will Smith should be immediately ejected from the Oscars after accosting Chris Rock on stage, punching him in his mouth, or maybe slapping him. Smith should have been arrested for physical assault. This is a brazen criminal act committed in front of millions of viewers. Just like I said in the previous video, black people are what? Violent. Thank you, Will Smith. You set us back 500 years. But let's go down to what other people had to say. Come on. One person, Bill, says Will Smith seeking attention for himself as his nobody wife again. Wow. Hey, Jada Pinkett is surrounded by all this. It is not hard to look down on Hollywood. Chaos says, okay, Chris Rock is a comedian, and sometimes they do cross the line. In fact, often. I would I would call that a bad taste joke, but I do not like him as a comedian anyway. However, hitting someone is a crime regardless of how upset you are or what is said to you or your wife. Violence is not or should not ever be the answer. You may want to do it, but self control is necessary. Otherwise, you would have people beating up each other all the time. I thought it was an example of what not to do in a situation like this. He should have been escorted out at a minimum. If it is one of us minions, we would have been thrown out and charged. And that is what I find inconceivable. Different rules for different people, it seems. No one ever seen, no one ever slapped Rick Gervais. But it goes on. And thank you, Will Smith. You made us a byword. All right. Just outrageous. Now that you had the opportunity to look at the info that I presented, which I believe I was right, but it's not about right or wrong in this situation. It's simply about perception and now how the world views us. Whatever strides that we made as Black Americans will only cement it in the minds of people that we're violent people, which is not true. Not true. However, what I didn't expect, and it saddens me to even think that they are looking at this situation and they're going to his autobiography and looking at his troubled childhood and said that's where it came from. Looking at his mother being a single mother and that's where it came from. No. His childhood, his relationship with his parents had nothing directly to do with him feeling that he needed to defend his wife. That had to do with his wife, her perception, and she put that on him. Save me. Don't put that on his family. Don't put that on his upbringing. No, you have it wrong. See it for what it really is. Jada. Jada couldn't take a joke. Will, they're making fun of me. Save me. I don't care what you do. Do it. Now he's apologizing to everyone. And now you have other actors. That's another video. I'll save that. But having said all that, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, leave a message, leave a comment if you believe I'm totally wrong. Leave a comment, and if you think that I'm on track, tell me where I'm on track. Let's have some engagement. Let's start a dialogue. And as far as Australia and the world, please say something, because I would love to have a dialogue with you so that we can get some perceptions correct. Because what you see is not always what it is. Could be something completely different, and that's what I believe it is. Most of all, having said all that, I want to thank you for stopping by.